Class, you have finished the 8 weeks. And so maybe give yourself a pat on the back or a gold star, or relax and take a breath for a little bit until you hit into your next class. There's always good things and sometimes hard things and sometimes bad things in each class. We may not like an assignment, might not like some reading. There are other things that we love about a class. In this class, there are probably some of each of those. You have learned one method to evangelistic messages. It's not the only method of preaching. It's not the only way to give an evangelistic message, but you've learned one method. And hopefully you tailored that somewhat to your context as you preached your message and as you worked on that. But continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to listen to other messages and see. And that's not to make yourself like this preacher or that preacher. It's that you can learn and grow, that you can continue to improve, okay? One of the ways to do that, there's a couple of different books I'm going to recommend to you. One by Daniel Overdorf, which is just 1 Year to Better Preaching, and it takes you through 52 weeks, and there's one exercise, one chapter each week, and it takes you through an area of preaching and how to improve your skills. I recommend it to my intro to preaching class. But it's a good book. I would recommend it to you as far as helping you improve your skills, and maybe something you go through every year or every other year just to continue to help yourself, because it has some very practical things in there. Another book that I would recommend to you is a book that was edited by Bryan Chapell, and that is The Hardest Sermons You'll Ever Preach. And this just goes through a number of different situations and times where you're going to have to preach some hard sermons. And in many of those cases, those sermons need to include the gospel, and so that's a good read as far as being able to do that. Two other books that are in kind of the same strokes are Rick Blackwood's The Power of Multi-Sensory Preaching and Teaching, and then Rick Bunchew's Moving Messages, Ideas That Will Revolutionize the Sunday Experience. And both of those are about being creative in how we preach and how we form a series, and what we integrate besides just the message and even just visuals, but as far as slides or PowerPoints or notes or different things, but how you integrate the whole service into that, and how you do some of those things. And so both of those are really on the creative side and engaging people in a lot of different ways, rather than just auditory and visual learners. It's really trying to engage people on a number of different levels, okay? And so I would recommend any of those to you. There's more Moody preaching classes. You can always take another preaching class if you're interested in that. Just continue to grow, continue to learn as a preacher, and stretch yourself. As I've talked about throughout the class, I'm here for you regardless of what you need. I'm not just here for you because it's a class. Class is done now. I'm here for you because you are my brothers and sisters in Christ. And so as a pastor, my heart is just to love and lead and serve others. And so if you need something, it's another class, and you need help with something, you get into a ministry issue and you just want some wise advice, you just need someone to listen, whatever it is, you need somebody to pray for you, reach out to me in the future. And you can shoot me an email or a text or a phone call, or connect with me on social media any way that you want to. I am more than glad to be a part of just praying for you and encouraging you and being a resource for you, or if you need help with anything. So if you ever need anything in the future, feel free to reach out to me. That's why I'm here, and glad to do that for you. Praying for you as you head into your next classes or you have a break, just that God would continue to use you mightily where He has you in life, in work, in ministry, and family, that God would just mightily use you. And so God bless. Have a great day.